Alright, so what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're back here in MWII and MWIII. I've just been playing all day trying to unlock the new stuff for Season 5 Reloaded. So if you go over here you can see I've got the Lockman Shroud, so I've gone ahead and unlocked all three of the new weapons. The Damien, I'm trying to get gold at the moment. So I ran into an issue with the Damien today. I got it to max level, I've just been going through the camo challenges, I've got the 20 point blanks to do, and I've also got the Kimbo kills to do. So I've got the gun max level, I think it's 20 you actually unlock a Kimbo, but if we go over here, you can see top left, level 21 of 21, I've got everything on the gun, but Akimbo just isn't unlocked. It says unlock by leveling the Damien to level 20, which I've done, as you can fucking see right there, and I just don't have the attachments, so I've given up going for this thing. I've got to wait for them to fix their game, I suppose. You know, you think the update wouldn't roll out, considering I literally can't use part of the gun, I can't get it gold, but that's Call of Duty for you. So today we're going to be using the Lockman Shroud. This is going to be the first time I've used this thing. So I mentioned in yesterday's video that I thought that one feature of the Lockman Shroud would be that you could use an integral suppressed barrel on the Lockman Shroud, and because it's in the same platform as the regular MP5, you'd be able to transfer that barrel over to the normal Lockman sub so you could have it fully automatic. So for example, if I show you here, we've got the Chimera. If I go ahead to the receiver and swap to the M13C, okay, it doesn't carry over the magazine, but it also carries over the laser, which isn't, I suppose, an attachment unique to the Chimera, but it's within the same platform, and the idea is that you can swap between receivers and keep most of the attachments on. But I figured with the Lockman Shroud, because, you know, the only way we can use this gun is in burst fire, you'd think that people would want to use the fully automatic version with an integral suppressor. So I figured, okay, let's go ahead and get an attachment on, let's say just this barrel here, integral suppressor, you know, a barrel that probably could go on the MP5 considering it's the same fucking gun. But if we go over to here, Lockman sub, it removes the barrel on, I think, every single one. So yeah, we just literally cannot use the integral suppressor on a fully automatic MP5, which in my opinion defeats the purpose of the gun. Like, the one thing that I was excited for, although yeah, it's a bit dumb, it's coming as its own gun, at least we have an integral suppressed MP5 that's fully automatic, but now it's burst. So I mean, doesn't this kind of defeat the whole purpose of the whole receiver thing? Is that, you know, these two guns are within the same platform, so you can transfer most attachments over, maybe apart from like one or two things. Like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to use this barrel on the Rap H, for example, but these two are so close together. They're in the same weapon class, for fuck's sake. So why can't I use this barrel on this gun? Look how similar they are. I think people hated the idea of the Lockman Shroud anyway. Like, we've seen DLC attachments in this game for guns like pre-existing. Like, I think it might have been the Victus or one of the snipers that was at launch, and I'm pretty sure they added an extra weapon level and an extra attachment on. And they could have just done that for the MP5, and even if they just did that and we only had the pistol and the axe, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been an amazing update. Like, we've got one weapon less, but I actually feel offended at the Lockman Shroud's existence now, because it's not an MP5, it's a burst weapon. Like, I just don't get it. But anyway, I got my rant over. I haven't actually used the gun yet, so I'm actually excited to see if it's any good or not. I'm hoping. It looks like it's got a similar burst to, if you guys, this is going to be a bit rogue, but the Shicom CQB from Black Ops 2. It seems to be similar to that, where there's like almost no burst delay like between the bursts, so I mean, that's a bonus at least. Okay, it's not as quick as that, but it doesn't really have much of a burst delay, which is good. Yeah, of course, as soon as I start recording, people just bust out the fucking shotguns, man. I haven't run into a shotgun all day today, but I've been leveling up the Damien. You know what? I love people like Bob Marley. People who just lie down for no reason, man. Get up! Fucking hell, it's boots on the ground, not bellies on the ground! Yeah, there's no point in being in this lobby, man. We're being triple capped. There's some fucking Damascus dumb bitch running around with a fucking pink shotgun. No, just fuck off. I hate this game so much. So I don't know if you guys saw the information about the game chat updates that was coming to Call of Duty. So this is rolling out, I think, in North America right now. And I think for everyone else, it's coming out with Modern Warfare 3. I think it's going to be retroactive to Modern Warfare 2 as well, but I think they're just rolling it out elsewhere when Modern Warfare 3 comes out. So what it's going to be, basically, is they're Activision are working with this random, like, AI company called Modulate, I think. And basically what Modulate are basically like an AI voice recognition sort of software where they can recognize, like, what certain phrases and, like, ways people speak, I think. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but basically the AI is going to be used to pick up on things that go against the code of conduct in game chat. So if people are going in and being completely racist or sexist or stuff like that, then the AI is going to pick up on that, record the voice, or it's basically going to record the game chat, and then it's going to be sent to Activision, and then Activision are going to be basically listening to the recording and seeing if it needs to be dealt with, basically, like, in terms of, like, enforcement action or whatever. So basically what this means for, like, Call of Duty game chat now is that people aren't going to be able to go in and just be, like, completely, like, just dropping the hard R, or people calling people, like, you know, extremely offensive things, which I think that part is really good, because, you know, Call of Duty game chat is something that, well, if you know, you know. Obviously, there are a lot of good times in Call of Duty game chat, like, where people are genuinely funny, like, you know, having a good time trash talking. But obviously, you get the, you know, smooth brains that just shout out, like, your racial remarks and stuff that basically shouldn't be said to anyone. So I think in that regard, this is definitely a really good step forwards. It's going to help, like, squash down on the people like that. But the main problem that I have with this whole, like, AI recording thing is that I don't really know how it's going to, like, pick up on certain, like, how is it going to draw the line almost? But yeah, I know that AI is just going to, like, pick up and record, like, anything, and it's not actually up to the AI or the company who made the AI. It's up to Activision. So if something's incorrectly recorded, they can just be like, nah, it's not a problem. But I mean, you guys probably know we're in a snowflake era of the world right now, where if you call someone a poo head, then they'll probably try and cancel you on Twitter and get you, like, you know, shadow banned on everything or something like that. So I just don't really know how far it's going to go. Like, yeah, like I said before, against, like, racism, sexism, hate speech, that makes complete sense. I understand that and I support it. But at the same time, trash talking in games, especially in Call of Duty, like, S&D lobbies, is, like, you know, 50% of the fun, in my opinion. And I just don't want it to become a thing where, like, people go into game chat and the most they can say is, you're not very good at this game. You need to get better. Like, among all the bullshit and, like, you know, white noise that Call of Duty game chat is, there are a lot of gems. There's a lot of people who are genuinely funny, and there are a lot of good moments you can have from it. And I just don't want to see that gone, because, like I said, for me, like, with S&D, that's, like, the heart of it. But Activision have assured us that the only people who will be sort of prosecuted against this thing are people who violate the code of conduct. Now, I don't know about... Shut the fuck up. I don't know about anyone else, but when I accepted the code of conduct at the start of this game, I didn't read it. I don't know if anyone actually sat there and read the whole thing, and even if I did, I don't remember it. So I'm not sure personally where Activision draw the line, but like I say, I just don't want it to become a thing where, like, game chat is either desolate or the most people can say is, like, just, you know, friendly game chat. Like, that's just not really the whole of it. Like, yeah, it's great when you have, like, wholesome moments and, like, you can even make friends in game chat. Like, that's definitely a thing, but, you know, trash talk, like I said, is like 50% of the fun for me, and I just don't want to see that gone. But S&D is a very naturally, like, sort of competitive thing, so it's not all, you know, sunshine and rainbows. But like I say, when it comes to actually, like, you know, offensive, like, hate speech, yeah, that makes complete sense. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me talking about that. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below of the whole thing. I think it's definitely interesting, especially with the whole AI thing. Like, it's just so weird how quickly AI is, like, taken over the world, like, this year, really. Like, I don't know if it was, like, a year ago or maybe a couple of years ago, but I remember when, like, AI was, like, first starting to be, like, sort of mainstream. I think it was, like, AI art, and, like, people would, like, take the piss and, like, actually try and make AI art, and it just looked awful. Like, it was just a blur of colors. It was either 2022 or 2021, but I remember there were, like, AI art programs, and they were awful. Like, you'd ask it to make something, it would just literally be, like I said, like a swirl of colors. But now it's at a point where it can make, like, scarily realistic things, especially with, like, voices as well. But like I say, it's at a point now where, like, AI is sort of starting to take, like, you see a lot of things where, like, AI is being used in this, or AI is being used in the military, or in Call of Duty games, and, like, it seems like every few weeks there's something, like, a new application for AI, and it, like I say, it's really scary how quickly it's sort of taken over. Well, not taken over, but you guys know what I mean. It's become more mainstream, I suppose. I'm not gonna lie, since the start of this video, I've done a complete 180 on my position on this Lockman. Like, I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. I still stand by what I said, that the fact that we can't get an integral suppressed barrel for the normal MP5 is fucking stupid. I'm actually enjoying this burst fire thing. Like, it actually feels pretty good. Nah, I'm okay, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the background gameplay of the MP5, because I can't really be asked to play anymore at the moment. I'm genuinely surprised, because like I say, I started this video out, like, calling it fucking stupid and being offended by it. And it does piss me off still that we can't have this barrel on a normal MP5. Like, this is what I mean, like, when I talk about, like, things pissing me off in Call of Duty games. Like, this is such a minuscule thing. In the grand scheme of this game and my life, really, this doesn't fucking matter at all. But it's just the logic behind it. Like, I can't wrap my head around the logic of it. Like, why the fuck can I not use this barrel on the normal MP5? Or better yet, instead of making an entire fucking gun, why didn't they just make like an integral suppressed barrel and like a rear grip that changed it to a burst fire or something? Like, why not do that instead? Or the ammunition type or something like that. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll probably make a separate video on the MP5 and the pistol coming in the next like week or so, maybe, or maybe not. I don't really know. We'll see how I feel. Goodbye.